My experience was just incredibly magical. Today, we're gonna talk about how to make the most out of your exchange year.
You have to stop comparing yourself to other people. You are most likely gonna have a lot of people, a lot of friends or contacts that are also doing an exchange, maybe at the same city, the same school, the same country, I don't care. But it's inevitable for you to look at what they are doing and thinking, oh, I haven't done that yet. I don't have that many friends. I don't have those activities. My school is not that nice. And instead of focusing on all the things that you love about your current life situation, you focus on all the things that you don't have because of all these people posting it on social media. And even though it is very important to share your beautiful memories on social media, it's also vital to remember that it's not the way it is. And we will not show the bad moments as often as we will show the good moments. So try to really just follow people that make you happy and remember that their journey is different from yours. So if you just go into the whole thing with that mindset, try to be happy for their sake and also put all that effort into your own situation.
Don't let anyone control your exchange year. For example, if you have a best friend or a boyfriend there, you don't need to spend all of your time with them. Like, there's also your house family, there's also other friends you can make. And for example, for important stuff, for example, like prom or homecoming in the USA, you don't need to go with them. For example, I had a boyfriend, but I didn't went to prom with him. I just wanted to have like memories with someone else too. So I took another exchange student. She was from Germany. It was pretty fun. It was really fun.
Just say yes. That's the best advice ever, I think. You should say yes to everything, I think. I mean, it has to be safe, obviously, and stuff. But if your friend offers you to go to a water park, whatever, you don't like water, I would say yes. Like, just try new things, experience things. I did the same. Like, I went to these really weird places with my groups of friends or with my host family to like really new things that I would never think can be really fun. And some of them were not. And that's obvious. Not everything is gonna be perfect. But I think it's important not to regret that you didn't do something, because that's how you're building the memories. And it's so beneficial for you to just like say yes every day. I was doing that, like, even if I was tired after school and someone was like, oh, do you want to go and grab coffee? I was like, yeah, of course. And then I was building the relationships with people. And that was the same with like going to another cities, even though I was there, or watching this movie or having this sleepover that I wasn't really feeling like it. I was maybe like homesick, or I had loads of work to do for school or whatever. I was always saying yes no matter what. And I think that made my exchange year really full of these memories, full of experiences. And even though some moments were not perfect, like, I don't regret it. It's so awesome that I went to these really weird places sometimes.
Another really important factor when it comes to having a great and beautiful exchange year is living in the moment. And what I mean by that is for you to simply start to appreciate every single small moment in your life instead of counting down the months that you have left. I, for example, just enjoyed the less enjoyable moments just because I knew that when I was going to go back to Sweden, I was going to look back at that time and be like, damn, I wish I was there. So, the times I was sitting in that little tiny school bus, I was just like, I'm living the American dream right now. I'm doing a part of the American experience. The times that the coaches were a little rough and the workouts were a little tough, I was like, yeah, but at least I'm here running for the track team in America. I'm pretty cool. Just start thinking of your own life as a narrative of a movie that you are playing the main character in, and appreciate the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, and don't just constantly look forward to Christmas and home, going home, and try to live in the moment instead of constantly looking into the future or the past for that matter. By doing those things, I can guarantee that you will have the best time of your life, even at the tougher moments. Just making the most out of an experience for me means to fully enjoy and embrace it without having any other person's life conflicting with yours.
Don't think about next year. Like next year is another year. Right now you're in another country, you have other friends, so don't think about your friend back home. I know you can be scared that they won't be your friend anymore after your exchange year, but that's just for next year. Like right now you're in another country with other people, so don't think about next year. Also for school, I know there's a lot of new classes you can take. For example, in America there were a lot of like fun classes, so just take them. Don't think about next year. I did that the first trimester. I was like, oh, I should take chemistry because, you know, it could be useful for next year. And I took like a lot of hard class like that. And the second semester I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy it. So I changed chemistry for art, I think, or something like that. And yeah, just try new things. Try things you wouldn't try in your home country.
It's fun to do crazy things and very different, but you gotta remember that it's not like everyone in your exchange year is like there for you. You also have to like find ideas, you know? Like it's not gonna be like your friends are gonna take you everywhere and have these amazing ideas. I think it's important for you to like think, I really would love to do horseback riding. Let me think where we could do that, and like talk to your host family and find a place, and maybe ask a few friends and be like, oh, there is this place, we could go horseback riding together. Or after school you can come up to this friend and be like, hey, do you wanna grab a coffee? But I don't have a car, like would you mind just driving or walking with me? You know, just like find things to connect with people. And I think that's very important, to just like be brave with things, even though if you're a shy person, like it's so important to just like try to get loose and like do these crazy things that are different in America or whatever your country is.
For me, I think the most important part was to remember that I literally only have a year. I like to view my exchange year as this kind of fake life. I'm going to a different country with people I have never ever met before, and some of them I will never ever see again. And I have no social consequences on my actions. People will most likely forget me. You know, if I don't make a name out of myself, then no one's gonna care. So I can just as well make myself into something special and useful, and you know, something that people will remember. And just having that mindset of it doesn't matter, life is fake, it doesn't matter, made me do things that I had never done before. And I'm not talking about doing drugs and all that kind of, you know, the bad things. I'm talking about going up to people that you just wouldn't talk to. Stop limiting your social circle into who's cool and who's not cool, and like, oh, that person's scary, I can't talk to him. Who cares? You're not a part of them. You don't live their life. You're not part of their little circle. So you can literally go and talk to whatever, whoever, do whatever. If you don't like your schedule, fix it, change it. If there's this class that you've always wanted to take, or this thing that you've always wanted to do, then do it. This is the time to do it. Other people's judgment of you will have no effect on your life. And I promise you, by doing all these things that you have always dreamed of, people will come into your life. The right people will automatically come into your life. So just stop caring about what other people think about you, and you know, what they might say about you behind your back. If they talk, they talk. And honestly, having you being like talked about just makes you even more relevant. My motto in America was stay problematic. And the meaning behind that was pretty much for me to just not care whatsoever, apart from just, you know, caring. I mean, I would always care about the people that I loved, and I would always put effort into my relationships, but I would not give a single thought to the social pressure preventing me from doing things, or just not speaking my mind or following my dreams. So remember that it's fake. And at the end of it, now that I can look back on my year, I feel so fulfilled and I feel so thankful over the fact that I did that, because honestly, I don't want to do it again. I feel like I did everything. I feel like I took like every single opportunity, and I made the most of it because I never thought about what other people would think of me. I always just did it. And that was the greatest gift I could have given myself. And that's speaking from someone who doesn't have any regrets, or I don't really have any, I wish I did that. I think that's a living proof that this method is great.
Go out more than you can. So I know sometimes you can be homesick and you just want to be in your room on TikTok or calling your family or whatever, but you need to go out, you need to experience yourself. And even if you're alone, you can go for a walk, or I don't know, go to the library or stuff. Like, there's a lot to see. It's how I said before, it's a new country, so there's a lot of stuff that are different. Even the like houses are different, so when you just walk in the street, it's really different. Like, it's a different vibe, and I really liked it. I had a football field next to my house, and every time I was feeling a little bad or anything, I was just going there, and it was really cool. I liked it.
And of course, remember that you need help, like mental health days, you need to rest. It's really important too. Like, don't do anything that you really don't want to, but that's just something that, like, if you can, you're just like lazy, like sometimes me, just try it, really. That's just like so simple, but it really works.
Don't care about people's opinion. Their opinion, we don't care, okay? I know there's for America, but I know it's the same in a lot of countries. People like to give you what you have to do, like to control you, kind of. They want to control how you eat, how you dress, how you whatever. But just be yourself. Try to do new things, like I said before, but things that you want to try. Like, don't be controlled by someone else, or don't listen to their opinions, because it's your year, it's not their year. Like, they're here forever, so don't care about them and what they think about you, because you're how you are.
Yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
I hope you'll have a really good exchange year and that those advice were useful.
Exchange year is such an amazing journey, such an amazing adventure, so just have fun.
Goodbye!